I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nur Fariza binti Razali, and this is my metric number. And I'm currently on my first semester in PhD, and basically, I'm doing in the program of agriculture technology, which is related to the PFAL, which is Plant Factory Artificial Intelligence. So actually, I have no basic at all about remote sensing and GIS unless I have studied about precision agriculture maybe about 4 years ago from Dr. Melissa in agriculture study during my horticulture science program, which is a very long time ago actually. So today I'm not as a technologist, or I might not be familiar with the remote sensing, as I'm working as a horticulturist in the Royal Selangor Golf Club, which is situated at the center of KL City. As you can see from the view here. So this is all my club. So actually, I had just finishing my master in landscape architecture. So right now, actually, I'm really new to this remote sensing. So I'm joining this class, and I'm willing to learn about the basics for implementing my GIS in my golf course. Actually, I'm quite shy to show you all this because you all know better than me. So I would like to propose this multispectral camera that have potential in developing the tree risk assessment for the golf course vitality. So the purpose here, I'm taking these courses. I would like to implement my GIS version in golf course industry, which is easier for me to do my job in terms of its multispectral camera potential. So during this project, which I would like to implement later, I want to focus on the tree risk assessment, which is for improving the golf course vitality. So basically, the assessment, tree risk assessment is virtually done from the ground to monitor the condition of the trees at the golf course. Then within this, the technology of UAV, unmanned aerial vehicle, or we call as drone, I found it may help me and my staff to monitor the situation for daily basis maintaining. So in a golf course, we use the multispectral data to know about the data and the imaginary that will provide for me, the owners, and the maintenance team. Also the greenkeepers with the essential data so we can see the health of the trees, the vitality of the greens, which is the greens number 9, the fairway from here, this part to this part, and the shrubs and the trees, and the natural habitat for the golf course. Which is in the golf course itself, it has many flowers, that we have fauna, the shrubs, and the trees. So this is crucial for the golf course to maintain all of this beauty. And with the data taken itself is very good for us in the future action. So I have my discussion with the industry about the specific drone that we call as Phantom 4, Phantom 4 Multispectral, or we call as P4M. So in this industry, the Phantom 4 Multispectral had been designed that it may be collect the comprehensive data which set up from out of the box, which is they got 6 cameras, I think here stated it, which is they collected the information here by one RGB camera and 5 cameras, which included the blue, the green, red edge, and the near infrared bands, and all at 2 MP with global shutter. Then this one can be positioned at any position on a 3-axis stabilized gimbals. So the attribute here, it can see this 6 camera can see beneath the surface itself. So what is the special of the P4M, which is here I stated the view both RGB, can be both in RGB and NDVI feeds, which is here we can see the real picture and the NDVI, which is called as normalized difference vegetation index, which you all know about it. So you can analyze the RGB feed and it's targeted quickly. Based on my experience as the agriculture professional, so aerial imagery is not enough only for us to see. We want to know more about these trees. So in tree risk assessment, visually we have view from the ground itself, but we have no view from the upper and the difference vegetation index, which is NDVI, that it may immediately visualize where its attention is needed. So the targeted treatment can be made quickly. So the picture show this demo had been done, and this is the view from the software, from the apps. It showed the inversely the color, which is here, red color is the good one, and the yellow color is the border one, and this green color is not good, as it may be translated itself. So the third attribute, it has the ability of positioning data on the images that captured by all 6 cameras. So this is the result from the durian orchard that is captured in the GIS time scene system, which is in centimeter accurate, centimeter level precision measurement. So the post-processing software itself will adjust this image uniquely based on the what had been taken from the ground. So this is the screenshot from my DJI GS Pro application, which is on iPad, and that you all can control with your fingers with the model of any iOS version. So here I'm pinpoint this one, this to this, and this to this for one whole of the place. So here he will show the feet, which is the height from takeoff point in feet. So in this mission, when we want to fly the drone, we have many things to consider that we can adjust ourselves. We have the waypoint quantity, how much the waypoint quantity that we got, the cost count, the flight length, flight time length, so time estimate to cover this area. The cover area is in acre. The photos estimate to be taken. The batteries sets, how much we need to use, so we can adjust that. The shooting angles, which is perpendicular, parallel to this one shooting angles. The speed itself, the height, and altitude and longitude. So basically we have to learn about this to operate the drone itself. So here is the capture of NIR, NDVI, NIR near infrared, the green red edge, and near infrared waveband to capture both visible and invisible imaginary of this golf course. So, what in my methodology, firstly, I'd like to, before operating this drone, the operation and flight planning, first we have to have the site selection, how many flight paths, and see how the condition of that site, and the image that want to capture. So secondly, when during the flight session, the drone will fly according to the planned route, so which is very easy. And third is VTA has been done. VTA is visual tree assessment and manual measurement has been done from the ground. We can pick up the tree selection, we can show the visual tree assessment, and we can take data on the tree species, canopy width, and overall height. So within this methodology, 2 and second, so we had done this one. We go to the data processing itself. When the data saved in the hard spec of the PC, which is more easier for us to have the processing time quickly, and it will upload in Pitch4 Mapper, which is one of the software that can be used. And then by generating the ortho mosaic image, we have processed in the Pitch4D Mapper one, and go to the data visualization. By obtaining the data, which is we have the tree height, we have the canopy width, we have the trunk branch decay, the tree stress, tree count, and the tree species. And going back to the data validation, what we have done from the ground as maybe compare data validation, the image quality and the tree condition itself, and we're comparing ostomosaic measurement with manual measurement. So here, what we obtain from this data, what I have to find out the end result of the journey that would expected to give how we want to monitor, how we want to take action within the data. So what we have to do on the ground, that the action will taken immediately. So here from multispectral remote sensing drone, that we can detect the problems of the greens, the fairway, the rough shrubs, and the trees before the naked eyes will notice. So we can fertilize, we can put insecticide or herbicide um, with, to give action for the operator to do the jobs. And then we also have the essential data of the soil fertility, which is the best use of fertilization that may detect nutrient deficiencies, which is using the NDVI. And then for the trees, you can use this GIS to plan the plant counting. You can use for tree spacing and height, which is being used. I can be used this one for our tree planting program in GC. Then the tree planting plan for aerial view, we also have expected to determine if a species is starting to overpopulate the golf course, which is crucial for us in terms of keeping the golf will be played smoothly. And we also have will be able to surveying the golf course after the storm, which is in the quickly view from the aerial, which is you can see every morning after the storm occur. So also to assess if there is damage of the trees, which will need to be repaired or it need to be removed immediately. And also can use this data to measure the irrigation for properly identify the areas of the golf course where the water strike or drainage is not working correctly. So this allows for improvement to the irrigation. This one, irrigation, and the drainage system and the waterway. So we can install where we want to put this lining, which is most visible for the and available to the plants and the turf grass. So we also can view the damage by the machinery for not working correctly in cutting the greens here. In cutting the fairway. This one is fairway. How it being cut. So like checker. And we have able to survey the trees within this boundary, which is from this EFIN, TRX, RHB, and all this private property. So it's good for us to survey from the area view so we can see our trees, what is going on. And other than that, other than this Phantom 4, for multispectral remote sensing, I list here some drone that may be used, which is Mavic 2 Pro, DJI Phantom 4 Pro, DJI Inspire 1, and Sense Flight EB. The software application which is the best for precision agriculture and ideal for the golf course we may be used is PITS 4D Maple AG. And then this software it will convert the multispectral image into accurate reflectance and index maps like NDVI uses RGB image to generate high resolution or raster mosaic. If I'm if I'm not correct, you can correct me. So other than that, Precision Hawk also have a professional mapping and analysis software package we call Precision Mapper, which is also perfect for multispectral and photogrammetry analysis of data. So this is one overview of the Visual Mapper software, which it can capture, can digitize, control, measure and inspect and collaborate and share. This license is for a lifetime. It costs about to I think 23K. We'll see for the lifetime. So this drone is set for PM4 with full specs multispectral. Cost about I think about 20 to 30K based on the what we want the box in the box. So it complete, but you can the remote, the DJI version, DJI Pro must be get from the iPad. Must have iPad to have that application. So basically, overview of bits for the Maple which I got from the internet, which is the capture RGB thermal or multispectral images with any camera. If you are using a drone, automate flight and image data transfer with for PITS 4D capture application. So PITS 4D Maple's photogrammetry algorithm transform your ground and aerial image in digital maps and 3D models. So can use the power of photogrammetry in the ray cloud environment to assess, control and improve the quality of your project. Use the quality report to examine a preview of generated result, calibration details, and more project quality indicators. So we accurately measure distance, areas, and volumes, and assist streamline project communication and the teamwork. Selectively and securely share the project data and insight with your team, clients, suppliers, and use standard file format. So that's all from me. Not much that I can share for you. That's all my intention for pursuing and apply the GIS to my golf course. So basically, I have a drone earlier. I have DJI Taylor, which is a quite basic one. I have fly some other place. Then the view is not really clear actually, but it can be used for training or to view from the area part of the golf course. So basically it's not quite stable. If if I want to take picture, it's not really clear, but this is for to show how it's going to take uh, the view, the visual part, the imaginary itself. So that's all from me. uh, Thank you very much for hear this simple presentation. Okay, any question you can ask me, maybe in the WhatsApp or in the link of this YouTube, or maybe you can ask me from the class. But I think you all know more than me because only the basic part I will know about it. So thank you.